Hey, yo, it's King the Villain. Front Street the label, invading your lives. The show, you welcome to invade mine. Let's invade these people's lives and we going to put that ass on Front Street one more time. we going to today we putting Hassan Campbell on Front Street. Dude, it's kind of crazy, man, because dude called himself spitting wisdom and knowledge and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I hear him in an interview, right? I made another video on it, and I was gonna leave it alone. But then I hear two more interviews, right? And then he's trying to explain to King Erna that, hey, look, you didn't listen to the whole video. You listened to somebody that sent you a chopped up version of what I was saying, and I didn't get the true message out. Peace. Uh, so at the end of the day, now you saying that what I was trying to say was, what if I was to put heavy D on the kid? You're not supposed to say that, man. You're not supposed to be thinking like that. And then, even if he was molested by Africa Bambaataa or whatever, he's never supposed to look at the situation like, what if he was to do something like that to a child? Because for you, that what ain't in you don't come out of you. So for you to say some shit like that, that means that thought had to travel through your head. You feel what I'm saying, Chips? That thought had to follow through your head. You had to think about doing something sexually to a child to say some shit like that. You know what I mean? That's something that I just really can't get with. You feel me? That's some shit I really can't get with. And I've been doing the car videos before I ever seen Campbell. I had the motherfucking I had to go somewhere, so my schedule was at 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you're new to the channel, if you see this video, you can hit the subscribe button. After that, you gotta hit the notification bell so that you can get notified. Cause this is a chat room where I answer all of my comments. You know what I mean? And we talk about it. And this dude Hassan Campbell, y'all could go look into the Hassan Campbell is I believe what you said, Chips. Or he said Chips or Boy Entertainment said Hassan need to stick to his molestation talks because he off track. Yeah, I definitely think that he's off track. I gotta agree with that. I think that the boy is serious off track, and I think that he using the African Bambaataa had him sucking penis and all of this as a ploy to get views. And it is a crime whether it's a boy or a girl that's being molested. But a lot of people tend to want to believe that at 12 years old that you was going into preteen. That's usually the time when boys got their pride. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that they can't be a victim. You know what I mean? Not saying that they can't be a victim to a situation. And if you're a victim to a situation, that's effed up. But I think he's running around talking about being molested because in one video, he's actually laughing in the video and joking and having a good time and keep on referring to, a sex crime on a child as whopping them off. You get what I'm saying? That's not good. That's not good. You don't talk about kids like that. And then I seen another video, right, where he was responding to King Erna and I think he owes the MR community an apology. You know what I mean? I got I got three people in my family that's MR, man, and that's a subject that's always been close to me. You get what I'm saying? That's a subject that's always been close to me, and I don't think that we, as adults, I think that sometimes kids say shit to other kids that's a little crazy, but I don't think no adult should be talking about no mentally ill kids in the way that Campbell done, and that I just can't agree with. You see what I'm saying? I see it's about views, likes, with him. He thinks YouTube is the block. This supposed to be an outlet to promote in a good way. Yeah, I agree with that. You know what I mean? He's doing this for views and likes and comments. He wants to get his show on a worldwide base. Now that alone I understand, but I don't understand selling your soul to do it, man. His son don't even look. His son don't even want nothing to do with him. You made a lot of people feel like you might have made your son look bad by coming out talking about how you've been giving oral sex to Africa Bambaataa while you was a youngster. That's not. No, I'm saying people are saying that it was willingly, right? You can't be willing as a child though. So that's what people gotta understand, right? But I think what people are saying is that it went on and on and on with him as far as his word. I don't even know if I believe it. I don't know if I don't believe it. I wasn't there. You know what I mean? I know that this dude is doing it for views and things like that, and I know that that's a serious subject that should be taken serious. That's not something child abuse and child sexual abuse is not something that we should be taking as something to just get a platform, unless the platform was genuinely to bring awareness to to sexual abuse against minors. And at the same time, word up. And at the same time, at the same time, we got to protect the kids. But again, you sit up there. I'm talking about him, Campbell. You sit up there and you say that the penalty for for pedophilia would be death, right? The penalty for that would be death. But you're trying to get him in jail behind it rather than sorting him out and trying to actually do something to him. I'm not promoting violence, but for some things I gotta stand hard on. I feel like if you do something to a kid, then you should pay for that in a physical way, right? I just that's something that I think at this point. Maybe it's my immaturity, but I feel like if you do something against a kid, then you should pay for that. And you should pay in a major way, man. And, and at the end of the day, so calling for him to be arrested, but saying you're an OG that was messed with by this guy, and the only retribution you saw now is for him to go to jail. Even though you're saying no, it's not about. He said no, it's not about testifying on him. He like it's about if a kid today says he doing it, yeah, then I would do what I have to do. I don't need no street credibility. These dudes are seeing that the rats. Look, I'm telling you, DJ Academics and them are influencing way more people than you know or than you believe, man. People that are coming out with this real image, I'm real, I'm real, I'm real. When you dissect their shit and break it down, you see that that's not the case, man. That's not the case. These people are not real. These people are doing anything for views and shit like that. And to be honest, I don't even have no problem with a little trolling. If you could back this shit up, you know what I mean? Not just because you behind there. Like, a lot of people feel some of that trolling shit is funny. So that's the new way of saying comedy. It's just people are calling it trolling. Some of the shit is funny. I don't even give a fuck about it. But at the end of the day, nah, you gotta remain real, man. Your principle gotta remain intact. Come on, coming out selling a story because you feel it to get your views about how you've been sexed as a child, man, and raped as a child. That's not cool, man. I think Campbell get an L for that. You know what I mean? And another thing he touched on that I wanted to respond to, he was talking about something about there's no honor in selling drugs, right? Now, selling drugs, word, not cool. Selling drugs to the people, it is not good. It's not good, man. But we got to go to the root of the problem. You don't never pull up grass from the ground up if you don't want it to grow back. You don't just pull the pieces that you can see. You got to go beneath the surface and pull the whole root out. Now, when you pull out the root of that whole excuse me, hold on. When you go to the root of the situation, when you go to the root of the situation, then you get to see that nah, these dudes are not. These dudes are drug dealing didn't come from the person that got the drugs in their hand. Drug dealing came from somewhere else. Drug dealing was dropped off to us, and then a whole bunch of impoverished situations was also handed to us. And you say that it's a sad thing that drugs are being sold in the community, but do you blame the one selling it when he feels like that's the only option of him surviving at the moment, of him eating, as in him having somewhere to sleep, and he got a whole bunch of obstacles that he jumping? Don't you feel for him also as a victim? If a victim is the person that's using it, right? And then you got a person that you chasing down for selling it, but he's not the person bringing it, then don't you gotta feel some compassion for his situation also, as in terms of being a victim of his circumstances? I guarantee you that that same guy right there would rather be a lawyer or a doctor or something, but something got in the way of his focus, or something got in the way of his opportunity, and now he's doing something that he feels that'll help him eat. Back in the real days, it was for trying to get out. Then it was for saving for a lawyer and bail. Yeah, try to make bad to good and give back. Right. And a lot of people, and I probably get criticized for keeping it real, right? But a lot of people that sell drugs are good people, man. When you get to know a lot of people that's been forced to sell drugs and things like that, you realize that the guy is not so bad. Now, if you looking, that's if you're looking at it objectively, right? But if you're looking at it from a different, way, a way to only ridicule the person, if you're looking for that, the argument could be made in another way. But if you're looking from just a impartial way, and but you can't really look from an impartial way, because nobody's innocent. Everybody's guilty of what's going on in this country. Club tricking, that's a fact. These kids took the rules and made it the rules for Jordans going to the club and tricking. Yeah, that's what these kids do right now, and then doing drugs. This drug problem, it's always been, people got rich off of drugs back in the day. It's rare that you're gonna get rich off of it now, right? Because in order to get rich off drugs, it would take a good connect, like a real good connect, right? But drugs is not the way right now. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get rich off drugs 9 times out of 10. Before you get rich off drugs, you're gonna catch a drug case, yo. And that's the truth right there. You know what I mean? Before you get rich off drugs, and the reason why I say that, right, because you can't talk about the poison. You got to talk about something that's more tangible. It is poison, and you do got to speak on it, but you got to get to the root of shit. You're not gonna, before you get your mind to the fact that it's poison, that could turn into like a bonus. The first thing that they're gonna understand is that you're not gonna get rich off of selling drugs. You're not gonna get rich off of selling drugs, yo, and that's just how it is. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna get rich off of selling drugs, and I know that's the allure to selling drugs. Is the want for a better life. A lot of people, like you say, a lot of people that sold drugs, right, or had to do certain things to survive. If you get to listen to them and you hear their heart talk, then you know that a lot of these dudes, even their motivation wasn't always as greedy or selfish as you think. A lot of times they wanted to make a better way for their family and friends and people that was going through a lot of stuff. And they might have thought they had the smarts to put together a system where they could be in a position to look out for somebody that they cared about. That's real talk. A lot of people, want to be rich for a reason that's just not selfish at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's real shit, man. Chips Oh Boy Entertainment said some real shit. People need to live by the thug code of Tupac. Pac and the elders wrote it out, and it still stands 100. Yeah, they did, and a lot of shit, people just learned on their own. But now when the times is not molding people the right way, then you get people like, following people like Hassan, thinking that he real. But this the thing: when you say some real stuff and you mix it with bullshit, it, the bullshit overclouds the real to me because people that are listening to it, there for some of the people who have had no guidance or no philosophy or no understanding or don't understand what observation of your atmosphere is, they will absorb everything you saying. So the bullshit that you put out to them, they'll absorb that also. And I just feel like Hassan Campbell is not fit. That's my message. Hassan Campbell is not fit. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, Hassan Campbell is definitely not fit. Not as a leader. Nah, not as a leader. Yeah, way not fit. That's a fact right there. Hey, Chips, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate whoever else tuned in. Like I said, if you see this video, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when we coming up here to talk about this real shit. You feel me? And this is no holds barred. I'm really like that, so I say what I want. You know what I mean? Um, with that being said, though, like that, then I'ma also say that Shanks King the villain, Front Street the label, invading your lives, the show you welcome to invade mine. Let's invade these people's lives, put them on Front Street one more time. Peace.